So what is the Eurodollar? I think everyone has heard sometime about this, but it's not even connected to Europe, and it's something that is happening right now in the world. Eurodollars are essentially all those dollar deposits outside the US banking system. Banks registered abroad can create offshore US dollar loans and derivatives. But this creates US dollar liabilities, but these banks registered outside the USA don't have the ability to issue base money. That means cash, for example. Only the Federal Reserve has that power. So the Eurodollar system creates a mismatch of US dollar liabilities versus US dollar over time. And this leads to an explosive US dollar shortage and a short squeeze every time the global economy goes into recession. That's why the DXY in my other videos that I shown went to the upside in the month of March, because there was a lot of demand for US dollars when there is a recession. It is estimated that over 90% of international trade is financed through the Eurodollar market. It is also worth pointing out that the Eurodollar market is almost entirely cashless market. It is, for simplicity's sake, banks' balance sheets. So this means that if you have a dollar bank account outside the USA, it's basically virtual money, banks' balance sheets, and you are totally dependent on the Federal Reserve and your bank's ability to get that US dollars liquidity. So there is a chronic dollar shortage in the financial markets. Existing dollar financing is only going to continue to be constrained as the dollar appreciates. So a strong dollar means that this financial chronic dollar shortages will remain stable. So let's talk about the origins and the regulatory framework of the Eurodollar. So after World War II, Europe was economically weak, and the effects of the war devastated the European economy. So the United States provided funds through the Marshall Plan to rebuild Europe. So US banks started to proliferate outside the US jurisdiction, and this led to a wide injection of US dollars offshore, providing lots of liquidity. So in consequence, it surged a development of a separate, less regulated market for the deposit of those funds that has not changed so much. So the Eurodollar market is not run by any government agency, and it is the largest source of global finance, and it is not in control of the Federal Reserve. So it's a huge market without a proper regulatory framework. And of course, it's not run by any government agency. It is the largest source of global finance. It's basically a wild, wild west. So why there is a high demand of US dollars? Well, first of all, this currency has the ability to maintain its value in the form of limited inflation and depreciation. In times of turmoil, we have seen that a lot of fiat currencies, they really suffer. They depreciate a lot, like the Brazilian real, like the Mexican peso, and as well the ruble, just as an example. It is widely accepted all around the world because of trust. If you travel to any place, I guess they will be interested in accepting your US dollars because it is widely accepted. And the United States financial markets are deep, liquid, and open markets, really. It's so convenient for companies and institutions to use financial markets to hedge against inflation and play with derivatives to earn more money. And so far, no rival currency has shown itself capable of outperforming the dollar on all three counts.